Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be about 9 signs that you're dealing with a narcissistic person, as there is lots of different behaviour that narcissistic people can display towards other people, which non-narcissistic people can also display. With a narcissist, you've usually got at least 5 of the 9 criteria of the disorder, and their behaviour is on a repeat pattern. It's a repeat cycle of behaviour. So you can have people that dislike holidays and special occasions and special days, yet they don't go around destroying it for other people. Therefore, just because they don't like special occasions does not make them a narcissistic person. A narcissistic person that dislikes special occasions will go around ruining it for their loved ones. You can have people that love special occasions and go all out to spoil those they love because they want to see those they love happy and enjoy. And you can have the grandiose narcissist that will go all out to make a grand special occasion for those around them because they're seeking admiration and praise for doing so. They're not doing it for the benefit of those around them, they're doing it for the benefit of themselves. So this video is going to be 9 signs of a narcissistic person. Thank you very much for all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about the narcissist personality disorder to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with in your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you overcome and understand narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. So number 1 is that arrogant and haughty behaviour where they are unpleasantly proud of their behaviour, unpleasantly proud of how they treat those around them. They can have that charismatic charm, so people don't recognise that it's a false charm. They can have that false confidence, the arrogance that they believe they're above others, and they often, that arrogance can be mistaken as confidence. However, with confidence, people are usually confident within their own abilities and praise others, help others rise. With the narcissist arrogance, they will claim to be confident in their own abilities, but they do this by tearing other people down, by discrediting other people's achievements. They don't recognise their own weaknesses, however, they will recognise the weaknesses in those around them. They will regularly make arrangements, make promises to regularly break those arrangements, break those agreements. However, they will never be to blame for that. They will always pass the responsibility over to somebody else as to why they failed to deliver on a promise they made. They refuse to admit fault. They will rarely to never say sorry, and if they do say sorry, it's that false apology of, if only you hadn't. I'm sorry if you hadn't. I'm sorry but. I'm sorry if, as they find a scapegoat to blame. They will brag and boast about their own success. They will brag and boast about other people's successes if they can take the credit for it, yet they will downplay other people's successes or dismiss other people's successes if they cannot take the credit for it. They will flaunt their successes. They will exaggerate things that they have achieved. They can be very argumentative, however, they will claim that they don't want to argue with you. They are very stubborn, very selfish, very overbearing. Their needs always come first. A belief they are special. And often they set goals based on gaining attention, gaining admiration, gaining supporters, gaining those flying monkeys and enablers. They set goals based on getting attention from those around them based on receiving eternal gratitude, receiving eternal praise. They do for others in order to use what they've done for others against others. After all I've done for you. They don't do out of their goodness of their own heart. They do because they expect something in return from you. They often believe they're entitled to special treatment, special attention. They don't believe they need to book that table at the restaurant. They believe that they should be able to just walk in and get one. And they can kick off if they don't get what they believe they're entitled to. Their thoughts, feelings, opinions are fact. Anyone who disagrees with them is wrong and will be made to feel wrong. They have those double standards, so they're allowed to go out, but you're not. They're allowed to look at your phone, but you're not allowed to look at their phone. They talk about themselves a lot. They will exaggerate achievements. They have no problem in telling outright lies, and they often, when you listen to them, they genuinely believe their own lies. They're very stubborn. They want things their own way. However, they'll accuse you of being awkward if you set a boundary against them. They'll accuse you of being the stubborn one, the selfish one, as they project out their behaviour onto you because they didn't get their own way. If they achieve anything, it's down to their hard work. If other people achieve, it's down to luck. They have a complete disregard, a complete lack of respect for rules and boundaries. They lack empathy, so they're unable to recognise the thoughts and feelings of those around them, only leverage the thoughts and feelings of those around them to the narcissist's advantage. They can be oblivious to your feelings, or they can poke away at them to get you to react, to work in their favour. They can get annoyed with you when you expect them to understand how they've made you feel, because to them that is your fault. A narcissist will stand there and watch you cry over the pain they've caused you while they shift all the blame over to you. They will refuse to listen to other people's feelings, other people's opinions, other people's perspectives. They have done no wrong. They will refuse to admit fault. They will refuse to apologise. They are incredibly insensitive people to others. So they are quite averse to criticism. However, if you're upset over anything, then you're being too sensitive, you're overreacting, you're overthinking, you're insecure, you have the trust issues. They're projecting themselves over to you. You are going to feel sensitive around insensitive people, and narcissists are incredibly insensitive people. It's all about them. They blame everyone else for anything that goes wrong within their lives. They're very argumentative, and they show very little sympathy for those around them unless there's something they can gain by doing so. Usually they will be unpleasantly pleased about somebody else's pain, about somebody else's problems, about what the neighbours are going through, what your friends are going through, what your parents are going through. They get a cheap thrill out of other people's pain. They're incredibly envious, and they believe that those around them are envious of them. They will be putting everybody else down. They will be slandering other people's names. They will be discrediting other people's achievements. They will be nitpicking at people. They're always trying to outdo people. They'll be trying to exploit from people what the narcissist is envious of within that person, or what that person has. They will talk badly of others. They will gossip about others. They will always find the negative in somebody else's achievement. They will talk highly of themselves and talk badly of others. They're very unsupportive people. They do not offer any form of encouragement unless that encouragement benefits themselves. They humiliate people. They offer false or insincere praise. They're incredibly entitled people. They demand special treatment. They expect people to help them, yet they will rarely help others unless they can take something from others. They're happy to take, unwilling to give, believing they're deserving to just take from people, yet believing others shouldn't take anything from them. They believe you should share, however, they don't have to share. Again, that double standards. And this shows again with the fact that they don't take responsibility for their behaviour. They're always passing the blame. If you do get an apology, it's the false apology again of I'm sorry you, I'm sorry if, I'm sorry but. No matter what you do for them, no matter what you provide for them, no matter what you give them, it is never enough for them. They always require more, because as soon as they've got the thing they're envious of, they're envious of something else. They're exploitative. They take advantage of others to meet a need of their own, which is often why they swoop in with that fast involvement and that charismatic charm. They lie a lot, they're very demanding, they're very controlling, they can be very intimidating. They play on people's vulnerabilities and weaknesses. They will pity play with people. They will guilt trip people so that they can exploit people, using people's emotions against themselves to benefit the narcissist's own requirements. They will take advantage of situations. They can be very secretive. They will future fake. They will promise you something and then fail to deliver and then blame you for why they didn't deliver on the promise they made. They use others for their own gains and they cheat on people, whether they cheat on people on partners or whether they cheat people out of friendships, whether they isolate people, whether they cheat people out of finances, financial abuse. Narcissists can be grandiose. They have an unrealistic sense of self as they expect to be recognised as superior. They expect special treatment, that sense of entitlement. They are self-absorbed. They see themselves as above others, whatever it is to that narcissist, whether it's the cerebral and their intellect or the somatic and their bodies. They lie about things they've done. They exaggerate things they've done. They pull other people down. They are very boastful. Common rules don't apply to them, yet they do apply to you, that double standards. They can be high risk takers. They can be very quick to anger over perceived criticism, and they lack the empathy to care for those they hurt. They require excessive attention. They usually borrow the dreams of those around them to sell those dreams to those around them so that they can exploit those around them to get the attention they believe they're entitled to, when they start mirroring and love bombing and future faking to get their needs met, to exploit others. Because they require excessive attention, they will fish for compliments. They will point out their own achievements. They will only do for others because they expect praise in return. They expect you to be eternally grateful. They will goad people, they will bait people, they will provoke people to gain a negative reaction from people if they can't get that positive attention. And with that negative reaction, they will twist it to make the person who reacted negatively to be the problem. They will create conflict, drama and chaos and then stand back to watch the show. Lying, cheating, exaggerating, blaming other people for the mess that they make. They will be controversial just to provoke an argument, just to create that conflict. And when all else fails, they play the woe is me victim to gain that sympathetic attention. Preoccupied with their ideal, so living in that fantasy world, exploiting others, future faking with people, exaggerating achievements, will not see other people's points of view, yet will expect you to see their point of view, will not answer your question, yet will expect you to answer the question they fire back at you in retaliation for a question you've asked them. Denying their behaviour, selfish, arrogant, awkward, yet will be claiming, projecting that you're the one that's been awkward, that you're the one that's been selfish. Not giving unless they can take, very quick to anger if people don't do what they want if things don't go their way. And this can be outbursts of anger, or it can be the silent rage, the sulks, the silent treatments, the passive aggressive behaviour. They only do for others if they can get something in return from others. And as they are envious people, no matter what they have, they're always on the lookout for more. So they're preoccupied with getting their false reality met. However, that changes when they see something else they want. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments. If you are looking for further understanding and help and support in overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have an online guide available, and the teachable link will be in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, our partner with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you found that video helpful. Go out there, create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.